Blub blub everyone! Welcome back to... Oh god. To the Urking getting destroyed, sadly. Well, they have a... apparently... Yeah, this laser tower is shooting the station. Hopefully not the Urking. Hopefully we can get that still. I don't even know which quest that is. Maybe that only comes up after we destroyed that station down here, which we are amassing to do. We're trying. The first Asgard is coming here and is gonna try to then hold the line, these battleships, to get rid of these fighters. We have to fight them, and they already destroyed one of our Asgards, unfortunately, right there. And then they're wrecking it, you little bastards. But if we come in with a whole fleet, that shouldn't be a problem. Then, this happened, which now has no objectives anymore. Covert operations are done for the moment, it appears. Until we can get that server, which is what we tried to do all this time to get enough. Because we're selling this for cheap enough and stuff and ruining their economy, I guess. Although we're actually furthering that, it's fine. And the other thing is, look at this. Royal Commendations. The Queendom of Boron seeks to thank you for your service. Head back to the Queen Polypheides to receive your reward. Which is a freaking whopping 18 million credits. I think that's one of the biggest rewards in the game that you can get through a mission. Apart from, well, you're building a defense station and maybe you get that, you know, station value plus 50%. But still, this is pure profit. I think this is the highest reward you could ever gain in this game. I've never seen such a high reward in this game. And we're becoming a Queen's Knight as well, which is great because we finally reached the 20 respect with them, which is amazing. So we definitely have to do this. Problem is, both of our ships, of our Hydras, are marooned in here because these guys don't have any resources anymore. And especially, no, not water. They need turret components for us. So we do need a few more turret components, or are we good now? No, change equipment still. You're good. Okay, we could use the blubbers. And you have the new... Yes, you have the new pulse turrets. Okay, let's use this ship then and do this. Good, at least one is done. We're not making turret components though. We need that station actually to make turret components. That's quite important because turret components will be the main thing that we need. Don't need that many shields, but you need turrets like crazy. At least double the amount of turrets that you need in shields, because most turrets are packed in 2 pairs with 1 shield between them. So that's how it goes. We need to go to Polypheides, which means I want you guys to bring me... Actually, first, to get promoted. We want to be in good standing before we face the Queen again. And then we'll get our 18 million bucks. I mean, for us, that's not that much anymore. But for my budgeted run, that is good knowledge to have. Because maybe I can invest enough if I can get there. Where theoretics end here. And that is connected to Morningstar. Through Hadikvar's choice. That's how I get there. Okay. Because I was wondering, I'm already up here, but I haven't this. Oh!
Agent, I require you to join us for the final briefing.
Okay, so this is the end of the covert operations. That's also pretty cool.
Navigation.
Smoke and mirrors.
Following position.
Okay, and after this we'll do this, I think. Today. And try. Reward Operation Smoke and Mirrors. Well, thank you. Yay. You do something and for that you can do more work. Isn't that awesome? Thanks. That's very employer-esque. You done good work, sir. That's why I can get a new Porsche. But therefore you have to work more, so I get a second one. Ah, isn't it great? Great to be a worker. We have computronic substrate coming, I think. I think you are bringing this. Yes, perfect. So we can finally start. Take over this sector at the very least. This is lost to the Teladi. I would need to declare war against them. Maybe we do that at some point and kill them all. Because if you are at war once, you're at war forever, unfortunately. I wish so hard that they would put in Wait, where's my promotion? Down there. That they would put in a real diplomatic system, you know, where you could... Well, real diplomatic system. It doesn't need to be that complicated, but it should just calculate some war score based on what you're doing and then let you declare peace, you know? If they cannot destroy your assets, but you can destroy more of their assets, like stations or something, you just should be able to just declare peace whenever you want to. And then that would be fine. I would definitely declare war, to kill their 2 defense stations, because that would not be a problem. And yes, they built a second one, the little gits. And also are building factories in my sector, god damn it. But I would just get their stations out of the way, all of them, and then just declare peace, and it would be good. And that would actually make sense, you know? There is a conflict, a skirmish because of some reason, and then you could say, well, you know, this is mine now, you have to accept that because I'm better than you, and they should just back down. And then we're good. But nope, that's not how it works. It's total war after that. Real diplomacy isn't something they were thinking. Yeah, but why? And welcome, Marcus. But why? Why not? What's the reason for that? I can declare war, that's half of the diplomacy, but why can't I declare peace? You know? I've shown them that I'm stronger than they are, and they should be, you know, they should have an interest in ending the conflict, because otherwise, you know, the economy might suffer, or, you know, they lose more territories and stuff, and therefore they should just say, well, it's fine, take that sector and you're done. Pax Romania? Nonsense is what it is. It just completely makes no sense to me, you know? Just give me a declare peace option and say, I don't know, you have to at least destroy 1 station to do it. Done. Because I don't want to, you know, just because of this sector, I don't want to eradicate the whole Teladi empire. That just doesn't make any sense. Why would I want that? At least I think so. If you destroy all your foes, it's peace? Yeah, true, but then they're all dead, and I don't want all of Teladi to be dead. I don't want to eradicate the universe and just have an empty universe. That's just boring. I can see the appeal to do that once, you know, to just murder everyone and yay, you're the emperor now, but what you're gonna do is nothing to do anymore. And the goal is actually to do all the missions in this run, if possible. And I already am effing up the Earl King, apparently, because... it's here. Right there, and, I haven't done the mission chain. I don't have the mission chain yet, so... Now I revised my plans. I want to take over the sector. That's the priority. But after that, I want to actually just kill this station, declare peace, and be good. And we can eradicate them later if I do the missions. Lacking economy options through peaceful trade. Economic options. You mean diplomatic options is what you mean, right?
Entering reflected stars.
And I mean, that would be fine as well. I would pay for this sector, you know? The sector is contested. That doesn't mean anything, though. All this says is, oh yeah, if you destroy all of the defense platforms the enemy has, or the other faction has, yeah, you get that sector. Great. Doesn't help me, though. Why can I not say, hey Teladis, I have a defense station here, you have 2. Let's say I pay for both of your stations, plus a little extra, you know, let's say 100% on top. And then I get that sector, and they should say, fine, good, that's a good trade. Or isn't it? You know? There should be a system in that as well. Like that. That you don't have to declare war. That you can just say, hey, I have money. You want money. How about I give you money and you give me this? Yeah, diplomatic via economic. Yeah, okay. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah, exactly. Negotiate. Yeah. Yeah, why can't you negotiate for a sector, for example? Or maybe worker revolts, you know? Why can you not intricate to do that? That would be cool as well, you know, just do some kind of operations that you, I don't know, that you want to do, and make all the factories rebel and flip to your side, and if all the factories and the platforms or something flip, then the sectors flip. That would be a thing as well. Just let me do some stuff, you know. Some stuff apart from, oh yeah, I eradicate your whole species because blah. It's just a little too much. In real life, that would never be the case unless one of the parties, the stronger one, would want to eradicate you, you know? But normally, since war is very costly and very heavy on the economics and on the people, there is a point where one person has reached enough and once, you know, they come closer to each other, or maybe the person who's pummeled enough will just say, we'll surrender, take what you want, but let us live. You know, that is reasonable, because you'd rather give up a sector than all your people and your life. You know, that is just sane. That is just pure sanity to not get eradicated for nothing. And a sector for them, doesn't matter how valuable it actually is in terms of resources, they have sectors. It's not like they don't have anything after that. If it's the last sector, yeah, sure, make them fight to the death. I mean, that makes sense because it's literally to the death. But if they have others, if they have enough stuff to still let them have an economy or something, why should they just never surrender? You know, you don't go into all-out war for someone stealing your car, you know, or just taking your car, robbing you in a way. You don't go with the whole nation doesn't go to war because one person did something. And that's the same thing here. You know, and I mean, to war maybe, you know, let's say someone was assassinated, some high person, whatever, why ever that's important, but still. Let's say someone was assassinated and the nation goes to war. Great. But they won't go to all-out war, you know. We die before we back down. Why would you do that? If you're on the losing side, rather cut your losses and make sure you don't lose too much. And rather go into peace negotiations. And it's just... for me, it never made any sense that there was the possibility to declare war, but not the possibility to declare peace. Think they could create color revolutions? Deladi could pay for leader to spring up? Maybe. Technically a sector with more connection, it means it should be worth more? Not necessarily. If it's a barren sector that has nothing in it, why would that really be worth more? You know, let's say
Awaiting orders.
That sector is here and the empire's down here. And this has, you know, maximum connections. Let's say 5 is maximum or something. And this has maximum connections and internal connections. Awesome. But that sector means literally nothing to them. Even though it had, let's say this was full of resources. The sector is completely useless to them. It's not even close to their empire. That doesn't make any sense. It's a little bit more complicated than just, oh yeah, it has connections. It needs to be connected to their empire at the very least. It needs to have a lot of connections and needs to have a lot of resources. Which this one, it does. But it doesn't give you a connection inside of the empire. It's just another sector on the outside. That makes it worth less as well. And why would they go to all-out war to let the species be eradicated because of this garbage pile? And it's not even that good of a sector, actually. I just want this because it's very central and I can ferry some resources around and stuff. You know, that would be great for me, but... apparently I can't do that without eradicating the whole species. Which is kinda dumb, in my opinion. But maybe that's just my opinion.
Hydra.
This shouldn't be a rant, guys. I'm not angry about this. It's just... kinda dumb. It doesn't make that much of a sense, in my opinion. It's nice that this one has a ramp and an elevator. If the elevator is bugged, you can still use the ramp. Where do I need to go? Oh, there's also a new message. Argon Federation financial report. The Argon Federation... oh, that is because what we did with the covert operation. The Argon Federation's economy is buckling under the pressure of an increase in piracy activity. That's because of the Scaleplate Pact that we helped. The frequent pirate attacks are disrupting trade routes and impeding the supply chain. A Federation spokesperson has stated that they are taking these recent developments very seriously and that they will invest heavily in anti-piracy measures. Despite being faced with an economic downturn, this announcement was met with growing criticisms and accusations of fund misappropriation by individual Federation members. It remains to be seen whether the Argon Federation can avert a crisis or whether it may be in your best interest to short the Argon Stock Exchange, which doesn't exist, unfortunately. Did exist in Albion Prelude, which was pretty cool. Economics correspondent. Yeah, just short their stock. That will help. You know, that'll help them get back on their feet. Where the heck do I have to go on this? This is a dead end. Great. You hold that sector, then you can vet tax them. Can you really tax them? I haven't seen that. You're right, but it should be a bit part of the worth formula. Sure, it should be. Yeah, more connections might be more interesting if, you know, I think if it's connected to the Empire. Otherwise, it shouldn't. Otherwise, it should actually be detrimental because you have to defend more. If it's far away, you know, if it's a sector that's a little farther away. So yes, it should be part of the worth formula, but it should actually be bad if it's not at your next to your Empire for them. And also for you, maybe. Kurti has some mods that address that, by the way. Yeah, but I can only use that in this playthrough, not in the other. Sure, give me the rank.
That you have continued to be a staunch defender of the Queen. You deserve
Hamkulo, you sound like Bozotar.
To present you with a new rank within the Queendom. You will find that this rank comes with wondrous benefits. These
Queen's Knight, yay!
To the rank. So if you lose the rank, the benefits
actually max rank already,
too.
which is pretty good.
With your character, I am sure we have nothing to worry about. I hope you find these rewards acceptable. Please make the most of them. You may now find that certain organizations within the Boron Queendom will take interest in you joining their ranks. Once again, I thank you for your continued efforts. We look forward to working with you more in the future.
I
Pleasant travels.
Purchase the police license before, guys. But sure. But maybe the stock exchange would be interesting. And if we could buy the stocks of a certain sector, you could take it over. Maybe that would be a thing. I mean, this game is capitalism in its purest form. You don't even pay your workers, so yeah, how much, you know, more capitalism can you go? Yeah, see, we have that already. I mean, I could buy these by now. We have satellites everywhere though, so I don't really need to. Purchase this license to hold against the ability to view all trade offers on stations belonging to the issuing faction, regardless of whether those stations are already known at the time of purchase or discovered later. If the license holder's reputation, blah blah, then you lose it again. And I could do this. Not even that expensive anymore. Oh, my explorers are here. Okay, so now we need to be off to the Queen and get our reward for being a good herald. Being a good boy.
The ship will be undocking soon.
By soon, you mean now, Tozibar. Go, go, go. Worth it? Well, we are now maybe contacted by some of the Boron...
We have new
orders. There is no Boron Guild.
Navigation.
Weird. Okay.
Fly to the following position. Confirm.
Boarding a ship would be nice. God, I love this carrier, guys. This carrier is so amazing. Could you please? No? Could you please? Let me click on that.
Elias Vigilance.
Oh, look at that beautiful carrier, by the way. Shift H gets rid of the HUD. Oh, that is so cool. And there's our ship as well.
Navigation. Prepare to dock.
You're kind of weird at docking, but sure, buddy.
Bring the ship in slowly.
Get that bacon? The Earl King? I want to, but I want to do the quest for it, you know, the mission chain. And that's why I now decided to go back to going to peace with the Vigor Syndicate, but that definitely on my list to kill. I do want this sector first, though. If I can get this sector, we're good, because otherwise I need to destroy another defense platform. It's not owned by anyone, so as soon as this structure finishes, which is the administrative center, we're good. I really want the Earl King. I just have no idea about the mission. That's why I'm doing this Let's Play, guys. You know, this stream. To find out more about the missions. Because the missions are what interest me in this game. I don't care about murdering everyone. That's just boring to me. Because then you're alone in a galaxy that was full of life before. And now it's full of garbage. Just you, which is garbage. Sadness. Oh, this carrier looks so good. I want one. We need to work more on our... Bozo said something? Oh yeah, that's true. But not my Bozo. Not my Bozo Tar. It was just the guy with the rank, right? Yeah, promotion to Queen's Knight, and we can now get capital ship licenses. It's gonna be expensive though. My god, it's gonna be so expensive. Let's go to the Queen first. We get our 18 million. Not that that makes any difference anymore, but it's fine. I mean, 18 million, what's that for us, right? I have 500 million in the bank right now. Just cash. Not even the bank, I have cash with me. So, it's great. I need to get that $1 billion achievement as well. Throne room, let's go. You first have to be a foe, but not enemy. Technically, you can remove the lasers. Then not hit the station, but take some troop ships and board them. Yeah, I mean, I can do that now, but is that the mission? Is that the mission chain for this? Because we heard in another mission about the Earl King. We saw it there for the first time. Oh, let's wait a second.
Of the Queendom of Bora, you have been granted an audience. May I announce our honored guest, KingdomEnd, representative of the Alliance of the Word, the Queen's Herald. I present Her Majesty Queen Polypheides.
I once again welcome you, Honorable Representative KingdomEnd, and of course you, my brave heralds. The task entrusted to you demanded your bravery, loyalty, wits, and tenacity. It is thanks to your endeavors that the Queendom has not only returned to the Commonwealth, but is widely recognized therein. I hereby release you from your duties to the Queendom. Once again, I bid you farewell, though not as heralds, but rather as adventurers, free to pursue whatever you desire. I wholeheartedly wish you safe travels.
This concludes the royal audience.
Great. And we got 18 million. That is the highest reward I've ever gotten in an X game, to be honest. Wow. I'm quite impressed by this. I'm interested that KingdomEnd didn't say anything.
And so we meet at the end of our path together. You did well. I wish you good fortune in your future travels.
So that is really the end of the questline, eh? Interesting.
I wholeheartedly wish
I mean, I
you
liked the
safe
questline
travels.
for them. It was quite adventurous and very dangerous if you don't have the Kaak
Hello there.
do no damage mod. Adventure or... Oh, please tell me, please tell me.
Marvelous news, my friend. The boron aid to the province's once adrift has been a phenomenal success. There is still much more to do, but I have been convinced that this matter is in competent Finns. There is a growing movement of historians, scientists, and politicians who are exploring the possibility of replicating the jump gate experiments to find other systems that are still disconnected and adrift. All this is such a relief, yet with the struggle over, I cannot help feeling somewhat useless. I have also reconnected with some family on Nishima. They are urging me to visit them, and I may spend some time on the planet. I am uncertain how long I can be planet-bound before the urge to return to space overtakes me. It may take some time. So for now, at least, this is goodbye.
No.
Thank you, and farewell, brave explorer.
Come with me. You're the best boron. And I want you to be Bozotar's girlfriend or so. Well, he wouldn't. Because you don't like his
Hello again,
science speech.
explorer.
Weird person that you are. But still, no, Nilati. I like her so much. I don't want her to leave. I'm not sure exactly, but from what I know, you can get the first part blueprints. This is the hard moment. Yeah, it's kind of sad, isn't it? It's kind of sad. Oh, you gotta be shitting me if you take over this sector as well. I'm going to murder you for sure. I'm gonna tell you, this is death. Oh, and they have a lot of crap around. Yeah, I think they're gonna destroy this now. I think I should have waited with this. Just declared peace and be good. You know what? Wait. We'll try something. This station is really early. Really early, so it's just one module that we need to kill. And that shouldn't cause us to go to war instantly. I think and hope. Unless it says, well, you destroyed a station, no, you war. Do this. Kill it. I just cannot let them build this module. It's not even this module, but I need to build mine first. Then I don't give a shit what they're doing. Then I really don't give a frick. Let's go here. No. And let's look at the live stream quickly. Wait, what? No, I didn't want to see the baldric. Is that already destroyed? No, it's not. It's not even built, is the thing. Fighter escort, I don't know what they mean, but sure. Because this is Teladi, not any stupid fighter escort. Just need to stall them long enough for me to build this, then we're good. Then the sector is at least mine. And then I'm gonna move in with all of these guys and just murder that one station and we're good. This is gonna be terrible though. That's a lot of fighters. Why are you not destroying this? Yeah, I don't care about the Vigor Syndicate. That's what they're called, right? I'm not just crazy. Yeah, the Vigor Syndicate. These guys need to die. Maybe I will be quicker though. No, lots of flak. I mean, I have lots of flak, but that is not enough. That is usually not enough, because these guys would die so quickly against that cloud of fighters. I need my Asgards to actually hold these fighters at bay with their huge shield pools and also big regeneration of shields. I don't like that you have a strike force here. They're not attacking though, so maybe this is not even started to be built. I mean, they just brought a construction vessel here. What did you bring? We need turret components, but we don't need turret components to build this. I'm not sure. Is this is not my builder, is it? Maybe it is. Is it just my builder? Five minutes for the center to be finished. Let's just... I think that is fine. I think we don't need to attack these guys. God, I'm so pissed when they just take this sector. I want this. And I will want the next one too, but I don't think they will even try since they're not next to it. And that was what I wanted to do, you know? Just claim this sector real quick. So they can't. And if they can't, then we're good. Because then I think they wouldn't have claimed any of these. Not even this one, because this is Argon territory. So I don't think they would try to claim this one. Even if I would get this station. I could actually already start on a station here. And get that done. Maybe we will. Maybe we will when we're at peace. I'm gonna start a station here. Then I have to pay them. But maybe I'm even gonna do that, because 44 million, what is that? That's 10% of my money right now, so it's not that bad. And when we declare war again, because I do want to get rid of this syndicate, I do want to get rid of the Scale Plate Pact at some point. But when we declare war, we'll just take this and we'll already own this sector and we're good. No one else can interfere. It's actually how I should have done this. If I'd known that these guys would attack me after I did this quest with Leap of Faith, I would have preemptively built these. Bigger syndicate not built. They will not be able to support a comeback. Yeah, they won't be. That's fine. That's not the problem. The problem is not the comeback. The problem is that I don't know if I messed up this quest. This mission, you know? And I don't want to mess up this mission. I actually want to do this mission with the Oil King. From the Tides of Everest DLC. Because we know now how to get an Astrid. As soon as we are done with this war, I'm gonna hunt it down, I think. But I want to do the Oil King mission as well. So we could move all of these guys in right now if we wanted to. Just weather the storm here and then kill that station. I'm not far enough to know if it fires. No, it's fine. It's no problem. Come on, we're almost done here. We're almost in possession of this sector. Oh, and also, did I put in the logical overview? No, not yet, because we don't have anything that can house drones. And maybe at some point we will declare war onto the Teladi, but I don't think we will. I'm just gonna pay the price for building my stations here if I need to. Or, well, I have this now. And this one has hydrogen in here. It's not great. But this one is next to it with some... No, silicon won't be useful. Hydrogen and ice if we need more. Okay. The ore is pretty good, so it has a lot of ore here. That's nice. And this one I can still use in terms of strip mine the resources. So I can have everything here and it's all just one jump away and we're good. And there is no methane here. Is there methane here? Yes. Okay, so that's fine. We have everything we need. Helium as well. Perfect. So just from this sector, this is actually the better sector than this one. Just one jump away, we have every resource we need to actually get all of the stuff we want. And get another shipyard going as well, if we want to. So if I own this sector, this is all we need. That's fine. One jump away is not 0 jumps away, but it's still good. Just need to finish this stupid little module. Where do I see what it's building here right now? Shouldn't I see that? Ah, it's up here, right? This one. Yes. 1 minute. It's literally just 1 minute and we have this sector. If they contest that, fine. I don't give a shit. As long as this is mine. First. Because this, we are contesting as well. So if anyone ever comes in and destroys these 2 defense platforms, which will unfortunately not happen, there are not even Xenons around, we will gain the sector, but... That's why I want to have this first, so I can build everything for no extra money, you know, no taxes. By the way, you said, Marcus, I can put in taxes. How? I want to tax people. Like in here, Heretic's End. Where there is a lot of Scale Plate Pact, which we are going to destroy, and I love that the Hive Guard is murdering them already. That's great. What's not great is that my ships are quite close. Do we have the Regal? There are more Asgards here. These guys should be with the Primari. You're still not done. Yeah, you're still not changed. But I need to get rid of that hive guard. There are my mineral miners here that are in trouble otherwise. So if you could tell me how I get taxes from these guys, that would be amazing. But I have no idea, to be honest. Computronic substrate, family nude. Enjoy some gas mining for you. How is that going, by the way? Do you have anything? That's actually producing a little bit. We have silicon problems, but that shouldn't last, because my god do we have a lot of mineral miners. If you own a sector, I guess that's... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I know there is a mod that can do that, which I unfortunately do not have, but that would be cool, actually.
Awaiting orders.
And we also need to kill the Yaki, you know, we need to murder all these Xenon here and go down to the Yaki and kill their pirate base down here. It's also something we have to do at some point. We don't need to be in this sector anymore, and I'm really happy that we got 18 million. Man, I wish I could do that more often. But we don't have to be in this sector anymore. I'm going to tell you that you can kill these hive guards.
The ship will be undocking soon.
And you're not the most important of the two.
Can I help?
So, if you get destroyed, that is kinda sad and a lot of wasted money, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not sure if you can look at what's happening if I attack from the south. There it is! The horde is ours. Perfect. Okay, that's all we needed. Now I don't care about the Teladi here anymore. They can do whatever they please. Because I will be able to build stations for free from now on, which is great. And also, this is a great sector to sell Everest the Protection if we want to. There's also a mod that gives you a gate from here to Leap of Faith, which is quite nice. So you can get that Protection, you know, way more easily. But we'll just take a freighter at some point, a big one, and just get in here. It's fine. I love the Yaki, but sad they didn't make them into a realistic faction. Yeah, I mean, if you really like them, sure. X3 and X2, they had some crazy ships. True. I mean, this one has some crazy ships. In X2, you didn't have, you know, battleships like the Terrans, like the Asgard. Which are amazing. I mean, unfortunately, the Xenon have some as well. The Xenon I. Which is quite an annoying one, to be honest. What are you doing? Oh, that's my Tokyo. That's fine. We could use the Tokyo down here, but didn't I send... Yeah, there is one. Okay, so what did we do with the other Tokyo?
Entering.
To get that behavior to work. Well, for now, I think we'll just send these guys in. First... No. I need to send these in first. We need some bullet sponges first. You go in. And you go in as well. And hopefully we can have some... Yeah, not just one in here. That would be great. And now the rest of the guys... need to lose all orders. Actually, you... will try to protect the position here as well, I guess. Yeah, see, that Asgard can die there. All of you guys will just remove all orders. All of you need to get through there. I'm not sure why you are waiting for a signal. Just fly. So that should be about everyone going in now. And the more we have down here, the easier it is to defend this. Yeah, the Asgard is fine. Okay. Because they have to... divert their attention now to multiple ships. That is what we wanted. And we didn't want that to be the Osaka first. Because, my god, are they dying quickly.
Entering towering wave.
I could just say this guy should kill the station if we're good. Or do I want to kill these fighters? You know what? No, I don't care. We can kill them later. No, I don't want to dock. Thanks. Just attack and kill. It's just one. That should be enough. Joan, please don't use your boosts, you fools. Sometimes they do that because they're dumb. So they got one Asgard killed with all of this fighter force, with this ginormous force of fighters. This one that they're actually wrecking, which is breaking my heart, and that cost me 360 people as well. Not that sadly people mean much, but in this game. Blast Claw? It was a mix of mass drivers and concussion generators, generally knocks the pilots out of the ships. What? That's interesting. But concussion generators, what do you mean from the Paranids? Didn't they have some weird gravity generator that could do some nasty things? Although that thing could also kill your own ships, which is why I never used that. You destroy. Where's my Tokyo? That ship should be very obvious. There it is. So what I want... I don't know how to use the new carrier defense. That is my problem. I want to use that, but I don't know how. How do I use the carrier sector defense? I mean, I shouldn't use that here, but in general, I want to know how that works. Yeah, see, they're already getting through the regeneration, which is not good. So that's why we have to divert more of them to other places. There's our carrier. Carrier is on protect position, and these guys and has a lot of flak. Let's go to the carrier. Let's stay in this fight with the carrier. Hopefully the frame rate is not dying.
Windfall.
It's the first time that I am on the carrier. Now, problem is... Well, actually FPS are holding. At 11, but you know, it's fine.
Tokyo.
Now, how do I tell the fighters to actually defend this? I mean, what I could do is give an attack command, you know? Just say... Oh no, coordinate an attack. It is attacking someone.
Incoming missile.
Well, maybe that is fine?
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Maybe that is fine. They are going out really slowly though. Coordinate attack was quite a bit nicer. Although I don't know how to coordinate attack on multiples.
Awaiting orders.
And we're already...
Incoming missile.
Going for this? Oh, missile's not good. Oof, look at this flak. And it's still quite ineffective. If you've ever seen flak in Homeworld or something, that is quite better. Quite a bit. And if that flag would work like this, or the sunburst in X3, oh my god, this would be over in seconds. These fighters would melt.
I just want this to be over.
Two pirate factions hacked a ship together. Carrier versus fighters. Fighter have an advantage, I think. It's not it's not protect position, Marcus. That's the thing. It's not. Did you find an abandoned Asgard? No. I'm not sure what they found. I said claim. But you know, it's your guess is as good as mine if a
Found something out here. No.
Oh, a kid. Oh no, that's just people leaving their ships because they're getting hit too much. That's fine. But none of our ships seems to be breaking right now, which is exactly what we want. We're probably losing some fighters here. Although they should go back in to repair in our carrier. We have some defense drones going out. It's fine. I think we have this under control. All we need to do is kill this station anyway, and we're good. And that should happen in a second. Because that station is already getting pummeled by a few of our Asgards. A Liberator we got. Ah, that is... Ah, I know what that is. Claim 10 ships. That's the 10th ship I've claimed. Yes! So amazing. Where's the kid, though? There it is. You know what? I'm just gonna sell that to the Riptides. Sell ship. I don't need these. Bye-bye. Before it gets destroyed, and it probably will get destroyed here, so let's just be preemptive. And now, if it gets destroyed from the Riptide Rakers, it's fine with me. I don't care. Because I got the money. And the money's where it is at. Oh, we have more Gladiuses. Yes, I built some.
Hello.
I think we needed 4 in this fleet. But that might have changed. Where's my fighter swarm? Yeah, no, Beta still needs 4. They are on defend, right? And see, I can't use this defend position because it says this group currently has a different role, but it also says this rule can only be assigned to existing groups. And you can only be in a group if you have a role. So I don't know how to get this defend position command for the fighters. Just doesn't make any sense. Now we're back on 40. That's a full carrier there. Unfortunately on... No, wait. You can have 80 or something, right? Was it 40 or 80? I'm not sure what your loadout is. We'll check that after this fight. It's fine. And that's okay. This is the only carrier in here. I think? Or was it the other one? No, I think it was this one. Doesn't really matter. It's fine. I've never used a carrier because I thought, well, my ships just get destroyed, my fighters, and then I'm just pissed because I lost a lot of money. Now I have a lot of money, so I don't really give a frick. If a few fighters get destroyed, because, you know, that's just no money at all anymore. And that's why I'm trying these carriers. But I would like to try the new command, you know, and I just haven't found out how. Maybe I have to look into that again.
Incoming missile.
We could put out some Mark II towers, which is not bad. They have some towers, unfortunately. Why are we not bombarding this more?
You don't stand a chance.
We found something out here.
Someone left his fighter again. Claim it. That's fine, I want the fighters. It's good money. Oh, shiny. Yeah, I wish they were, but it's just the pilots leaving. It's just kind of weird. Missiles do hurt indeed, and I don't have the mod installed that gives you anti-missile turrets. But also I wouldn't know which turret I would put in that, so... You're trying to get another ship for us?
Hey, will you stop firing?
Look at that cloud, my god. Could we please just kill this? I have a few Asgards on siege on sieging this, but they're not doing it. Okay, you I know why, because you're still on the fly and wait numbnuts order that I gave. Just to make sure that some of them get here sooner. Because if that would have been an Osaka that got hit hard by the fighters, it would be dead, for sure. Osaka or Sin, instantly dead. No chance. The only thing that can survive such an onslaught of so many fighters is an Asgard.
Taking serious damage.
Actually, no, you shouldn't. Don't tell me you're taking serious damage, because that's not... That can't be.
That was a really silly thing to do.
Don't tell me I'm gonna lose my carrier here. No, I'm not. You're not even taking any damage. It's just a little bit shields. I don't see anyone who's actually taking real damage. So we should be good.
Help.
And even the Orion should be back, right? Osaka, where's the Orion? Primari. Did they really kill the Orion? The Nevermore is there, the Sunny Day, the Heretic. Wasn't that the Orion too? Wasn't that thing part of them? Weird. Maybe we did lose the Orion somewhere else. Earl King should have the best weapons and shields, I think. Yes, I know. And I want the Earl King, but I can't get her yet. Because I haven't gotten the mission. We have done a mission that actually mentioned them, but that is about it. But, you know, that was tied in with this. So if we do this, which is what I'm doing right now, killing their station will intimidate them and make them declare peace. We killed, you know, we've taken over a sector and killed another sector completely, which had their dwarves in them, so they are kind of dead. They're already a dead faction, they just don't know it yet. But that will hopefully give me the mission to take the Earl King from them. And then we'll just declare war again and murder them for good. I like that there are mission variables that can make people declare peace, but that's not the usual. That's just in this mission chain because they declared war on you. And because they were paid, and you can just outpay the guy, or you can just kill a station. Or, well, that person on the station, I guess. And then you're good, and then they declare peace. But why is that? I really wish that would be an option always, you know? That could be actually a mission type that you have to do, you know? You're at war with some faction, and then you get maybe not just one random station, but maybe a couple of stations. And it could say, well, if you destroy 2 out of 10 of these, they will be intimidated and will declare peace. You know, if you want to do that. They will just ask you for peace then. And that could be a cool mission objective, actually, in a military conflict to get a specific result. I would actually like that, because that's what this does. That's exactly what it does.
We found
and
something
it shouldn't be an automatic, well, that's definite, they declare peace instantly and you're done.
To show for the relay station hack?
No,
Did
not
you
yet.
get your hands on anything useful yet?
Yeah, sure. Soon. And that would be actually interesting, and it would make... It wouldn't make it a just exchange, oh yeah, I declare peace and you're done. It would actually have you consider some strategy and effort to get there, you know? But it should not be just one random station, because that could mean it's in the middle of their freaking territory and you essentially have to destroy them to get there, which would be dumb. It should be, you know, 2 out of 10 stations that are semi-intelligently chosen, and you can just then ask them for peace because you did this mission or something, you know? And if you don't want to, that's fine, you know? Because you should also be able to just eradicate them if you want to. But I would find that absolutely cool.
Looks like you won't be going home.
And I mean, it makes sense. It's already in the game, you know? That's what we're doing right now. We're trying to destroy a specific station. I mean, it's just one that is randomly chosen. That thing could have been, you know, in the middle of their biggest sector that was the highest defended. But look at that. It's on the outside here. We could have gone right here, popped in, killed that station, done. War gone. If we want to. And why is that not an option always, you know? I would really love that. And that would be a cool thing, because it would actually require the player to think strategically and get to the goal that they want. Whatever that goal may be, it doesn't matter, you know? If they want to eradicate them, fine, who cares? If they don't, then they have an option now to do something about it, to do something about this war that they may have started, you know, unintentionally. Could have been a thing as well. I would find that fascinatingly cool. I think they should put something like that in. Because if you want to play Ventures, you can't play with mods at the moment, and that is just nonsense. It's just sad. Do we have a kid? Oh, we have 2. Perfect. You 2? Almost. The one is almost destroyed already. Let's just give him to the Riptide Rakers. Enjoy. Sell. Bam. That's really good money for a completely destroyed ship. Neat. Bye-bye, ships. Because I don't care for their ships. They're just stupidly ugly. They don't have a wharf anymore anyway. All of the fighters they lose here are lost for good.
Get me out of here.
Yes, and finally we are going for hard death of this station. Look at it. It's almost destroyed. There's only one defense module left, and then... Actually, two. And then this war will end. It's fine if we were hit. We have shields. That's actually why we have shields, guys. So come on. What is that? That is my destroyed. Yeah, my destroyed Asgard. Luckily it was unnamed anyway. I would like for you guys to suggest a few more names. If you want to. Drop container collected. Oh yeah, that's so nice as well. In this, with my mod, with the what's it called? Flyby loot. With the flyby loot and flyby lockbox, it's so easy to get a lot of the, and so nice. It's not really easy. It was way easier for some things in my other playthrough that I do because I want to look at some ventures. Because that's an interesting thing. I could just sit at a unbuilt station of the Xenon, and they would put out drones every second. Every second, 5 drones or something. And my my turrets, my laser turrets, actually just eradicated them. Just put out a laser turret, and it just burned these things to the ground, and they would every time drop pieces that you could take in. I think in the end I had 150 of some of the parts, you know. It was quite ridiculous. Are we done? You're not using your good weapon, only the plasma weapons. Yeah, it's flyby loot. Question, how long this game? How long am I playing this game, Marcus? It's an easy question to answer. Over 6 days. The correct number is 6 days and 11 hours. So about 6.5 real live days is how long this run is going. 3 days of that I played for myself to get ready to build ships. That took me 3 days. And then we started this Let's Play. You can look at the YouTube if you want. And see all the parts we already recorded. All of the missions. Because that's what I wanted to do, you know. I wanted to keep the universe alive as it was in the beginning. And I managed to do that even in this run. And then start with all the missions once I am able to build my own ships. And that was what we were doing here. There's still one more module that keeps this station alive, and it is disgusting. But at least their fighter onslaught is about done for. So you remove all orders, come here, kill.
I don't like this. Pirates spotted.
Sometimes I wish they would be a little bit more bound to their orders.
Looks like you won't be going home.
Could you coordinate an attack here, please? Oh, look at that. The fighters immediately responded. Oh no, did they? I think they did. No, that wasn't to my order. They responded, I think, to the fighter they were attacking together. That is a fighter wing, though. That looks quite cool, guys. And the sad music, you know, as well. Oh, that looks really interesting. Now imagine these were X-Wings. Because there's a Star Wars mod that isn't updated yet, but to this version as far as I know, but my god would that look amazing. Carrier full of X-Wings. With all the sound effects from Star Wars, which are in there actually. That would be so cool. Although I do like this. Look at that destructive force. My goodness. And they're actually flying in somewhat of a formation. They're not all crashing into each other. And there is it gone. I think that was the last module we needed to kill. No, not yet. Darn it. There's still one left. God damn. Urk. It irks me.
Sit rep.
Something hit us.
So you are coordinating an attack down here. It doesn't feel like it, but okay. Now it is. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at their formation that they go into. Cool. Oh, that's the wrong one. Darn it. Darn it. I want to see.
Not good.
I could use the live stream, but no. Not right now. Oh, you played VRO. Looks like an A-team of A-10s. Ah, kind of, yeah. The A-10 is a crappy plane, though. That has more problems than usefulness. But, you know, they look cool. That's for sure. Although, I must say, these fighters are actually not the greatest. These are the ones with the better firepower, the heavy fighters. You have also the fighters that sacrifice 2 weapons for 2 more shields. From the Cigaros Pioneers, which are nice. These only have 2 shields and 4 guns. But they're very slow. They're very slow, even for heavy fighters, I think. So they're not the greatest. Is that thing finally dead?
Factory.
It looks like it's rebuilding. That's not cool. No, there is still this one defense platform. Could be, guys, please start to murder that thing. Look at that. We're in circle. Now end circle and murder. Do the murder circles. They're still trying to get in position somehow. Weird. Okay, you remove all, go here, kill. I'm not sure why they are so dumb. Maybe they need to go in position, get into position, and that's a problem right now. Some of them definitely can't even move, really, at the moment. Then it's an A-10, slow but bad news for ground targets. True. Yeah, that actually is a perfect analogy for this fighter type. It is so slow, though. I still think they should rework that, and fighters should be quicker. And corvettes should not be as quick, maybe. You know, to balance it a little bit better. And I don't mean boost. Boost sucks in this game, because it takes your shield, and if your shield is gone, you're dead. But I'm just thinking the normal speed, you know, the normal fighter speed is very slow in this game. Just 200 meters per second or something that these fighters can do is just nothing. What they should do is something like, I don't know, at least 1,000 meters per second. It's a freaking fighter. It should be, it is so light. I mean, it's a fighter, you know. It's so light, it should actually be very easy for the thrusters to propel them. And that is not. It's just this one module here that's still left. And that's stopping us from peace. It's stopping us from... Oh my god, you're finally firing and you're missing hard.
How long can this last?
You know that this thing doesn't move. Vic Aurora Raiding Party Lux. Okay. Apparently my reputation is not down in the dumps anymore. You're actually fighting like you were Wraith. Look at how they're hitting. It's like Stargate Atlantis all over again with the Wraith. With the murder Wraith hive ships close by, you know, ripping into each other, and it's just nothing is hitting really. If they're 3 meters apart, it's just nothing is hitting anymore. They literally need to touch each other to hit anything. Old X3, they used E-cells for boost. Yeah, energy cells, I know. They could. That was a special drive from... Wait, there was a special boost upgrade or something, and there was the special upgrade that used... Or was that the same? It could be that it's the same. You could either use energy cells or you could use space flies. Space flies would boost you forever until you stop boosting, and energy cells will just boost for a little while. And they would be...
Very big mistake.
Frustrating, it does look like that, yeah. It's kind of weird. Pirate spotted. Yeah, that is important right now, guys. You're in a war. I hope you know that. This is a war zone. Weird that... Oh, I think we have it. I think it's done. Is it? It was exploding. Something was exploding. Maybe that was just a turret. Just kinda annoying. Yeah, I think they just exploded a turret. And not this thing. And this thing needs to explode. This thing is actually being rebuilt.
Might as well just eject.
Oh, that was good. It was a nice hit here all over. Don't hit the turrets, hit the thing. If the thing dies, turrets die. It's gonna be fine. I wish I had a little bit more control over the camera. But this fight is won. Fighters are dead. And they can't replace them, so they are just easy bait after we done the Earl King quest. Haha, look at that. They just made another dock and... they tried to, and we exploded it before it could be anywhere near finished. Which is nice. Oh, I love these explosions. I have a mod for that, by the way. It's called Smoke and something. X-Force Explosion and Smoke, or Smoke and... I don't know. Something like that.
I'm not afraid of you.
I don't want... So we've done a demonstration of power now and they're good? They're not really... Why are they not good? Do I still need to do this? Do I still need to pay them 15 million? For no reason at all? Because they're poopy heads and can't accept that I win? Because I'm better? You know what? That's fine. We'll just stay here. I'm gonna build another station and they're gonna like it. It's fine. The problem is I can't do the Earl King quest if they're not happy with me. I could go here and pay. I mean, I could. I could, guys. Question is, should I?
Striking.
They're still at war with me. Oh, the fighters are doing things? Oh god, you really need to repair, guys.
Would you like some more? That's just not good enough.
Yeah, that fighter's dead. Fire and smoke, that is it, thank you. Yeah, pay off vigor, it means the Earl King. Yeah, but I should have... This intimidation, killing this station, should already have done it. They should not be an enemy of mine anymore. That's why I did this. Killing the station. Because that's what it said it would do. It never said I need to do both. That's weird. But maybe I do.
Gladius.
Let me get here to this Gladius. Why can I not... Why can I not teleport to this thing? Why can't I not teleport and take this over? Because that is quite annoying if I cannot.
I can't be stopped easily. Would you like some more?
Yes, now I can. Weird. Oh, that was probably just because of the viewer that was in. That is fine.
Gladius.
Give me that.
That could be your last mistake.
Move. Move to that satellite, please. Meanwhile, I'm getting more and more money, which is great. What's with that defense platform? That should be fine. Oh, I'm not paying for it. That's okay. Wait, why am I going here? I thought this is the satellite I need to go to. This. Oh, it's just an unknown station. Okay, weird. Why am I even seeing this? And okay, because I wasn't this other. thing. That's fine. Another view. Gladius has been destroyed. Yeah, sure, it's fine. It's just Gladius. No one cares about these things. Yeah, thank you, Marcus. You're right. It doesn't make economic sense to pay them, but it gives you access and you need access. I mean, I have access. I have all the access, but yeah. I mean, I will pay them. But just, it didn't say I need to. What it said was... Oh, I didn't want to pay for that license. It's fine. Doesn't matter. What it said was that I... Admin first. That I can do either or, you know? I can either pay them or I just destroy that station and it will have the same effect. That is what it said, but apparently that was a lie. Which is kinda annoying if you ask me. Oh, come on. Don't save right now. I don't need this. Ugh. I would like to take over the casino if I can. That would be cool. Although I probably can't. I can only destroy it. And in the end we will.
Entering.
Would be nice if I can preserve it though.
The Horde.
Now I paid 44 million for nothing. Ugh. So I need to be there. It's just 15 million. I mean, that's why I fought this war till the end. Because... Oops. Because I actually didn't want to pay them. But apparently now I do. Now I do have to. I need to go... Oh, I could have paid them from Everest. Okay, that's nice. It's actually way better. I should have not killed them, I think. Should have tried to get out another way. But this is the setup I want. I want a station here, I want a station up here. To protect these sectors from outside. Because I don't think I need to protect from Everest. And the Riptide Rakers like me. They love me. Because I can give them the Protecteon, so that's great.
Entering system. Avarice.
Let's quickly approach that satellite. Object. We're already an hour in again, god damn it. And it's late, I need to work tomorrow, darn. That... the stare Gammarid, I love it. Very nice, Marcus. Gladius has been destroyed. I don't know why they're all getting destroyed, but it's fine. Doesn't matter, I can build them very cheaply. It just doesn't really cost anything. Ah, because they're fighting this alone. That is why. Man, there are a lot of scrap cubes out here. God damn it. That's quite a bit of scrap. Gary the Steroid, am I? And another Gladius has been destroyed. Oh well. What's another 100 Gladius? It's fine. We found something out here. Yeah, get it. Found some abandoned ships. So they're leaving their fighters, the little gits. Too scared to exist. I could even take these kids and use them myself, but I don't want to. And that sounds wrong. It's a weird name, isn't it? The kid? Is it the kid or is it the kid? It's kind of weird.
What do you... Oh, it's you. I would not have thought you were brave enough to return to our territory. Or perhaps
shut
it
up.
is not bravery. Stupidity. No. Clearly you did not get to this point by being stupid. I don't much care what you did to the North River Company suits, but it must have been good.
Sure.
Ah, so you want to pay us to back off? Very well. I will relay the message, and your credits. The
and we're
Vigor
done.
Syndicate recognizes that you mean business. The new management
Weird.
feels that it is not worth pursuing this matter any further. Your monetary contribution has gone a long way as well. Be assured that as far as we are concerned, this conflict is resolved.
Yeah, and I took over your sector, you fools. And killed your biggest stations. Of course it's not worth it. You should have peaced out with me way earlier. And now the Astrid thing is gone. I was afraid of that. I hope I still can do it. In the notes in the Egosoft Confluence, it actually said there's a Confluence wiki there that you can that you have access to if you find it. And it said that I can that I just gained the ability to get the Astrid, but maybe I just lost it now again. Can't play X4 before work? Well, I mean, I need to sleep before work, Marcus. It's you know, midnight. Yeah, it's late, Subsea, I know. And you have to go to work tomorrow as well. Well, I wish you a good night, Subsea, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and have some sweet dreams. But this was good. This was actually good, and now we can put everything in here for free, our stations, and we will make this a main production hub, I think. And we also want a station that can give Everest what they need in the Protecteon market. What if she keeps the money and becomes her own faction? I mean, if she can't do that, I have more money, I can murder her, so it's fine. Yeah, and there's still a few missions that we have to do. The Smoke and Mirrors will be maybe be the next big one, because this will be finishing off the covert operations, which I do want to do. For sure. And then this is completely done. And the next one will probably be the opportunity of a lifetime. I think this is... No, that's the Heretic Order. Ah, that's the Paranid quest line. Okay. We haven't found the Split quest line yet. I probably have to visit their sectors again. Nice idea. Yeah, I mean, I let her build up and then I murder her. It's great. And just take over everything she built up. But yeah, I think... I'm not sure if we do the Paranid quest line soon. I would like... I want to do the Urking quest line. And I would assume I have now unlocked it. But I'm not sure. High mass teleportation we need to do for the grand experiment. Then we need to jump around, which I'm not a fan of right now. We only have 2 vaults out of 29. Oh, what I found out. That is a neat trick, guys. Just put in data vault and it actually shows you all the data vaults you found. Look at that. That is a data vault right here. And I'm sure that I've not looked at this one in this playthrough. And that is something I didn't know before. I just tested that, not today. Last time I played, 2 days ago or something? I don't know. A few days ago. I tested this. And it worked. It was pretty cool. Look at that. We haven't found much. For 29 that are in here, we haven't found many. So maybe it would be good to look at this one in Second Contact 11. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool that you can actually just search for them and everything else gets taken away and you only see those things because they are really easy to miss. Check out Rise of the Ossian Raiders. Don't know where that is. Do I have that? I don't have that yet. But I will if I find it, for sure. We want to do all the missions. At some point, I may switch, though, to the budgeted start. We'll see. But I have a lot of stuff to get back into. And also this one, also this quest again. I have to do this once more then. And we'll see how that's gonna go. Problem is, this is just too far away to benefit from these. I think. From these factories that we were just building. Oh, I would have liked that. I would have liked to use these to build more Terran stations, you know. We can build boron stations down there, though. So once we finished with all the boron stations that we need to make a shipyard, we can just copy paste them everywhere. Everywhere we want. And everywhere we have the money for, so... Maybe not that much, we still are limited in money, but these things will start bringing in good profits. This is already doing that, mostly. And it's still not even half built. This is stage... It's on stage 2. This is how it looks at the end. Yeah, that's a little bit more. That's a little bit better. Look at that. It doesn't even have much yet. It gets 2 more stages. One up, one down, and then the storage and all this. Ah, yeah, and it doesn't have much storage yet. It will get a lot more container storage here. This is such a cool station. I love how this turned out. Look at this. It's just amazing. And it doesn't look as dinky as with the other energy cell production things, even though they're better. But I like those just for the aesthetics. It just looks so much better. Cool. Anyway, I'll think we put a cut in here in this part. Thank you all for watching. We finally ended the war with the Vigor Syndicate. Not in the way I actually wanted. But we can prepare for the next war by just getting this defense platform up. And then just killing theirs. This sector will be mine. We'll just mop up the rest of them. And we're good. And then we have 2 more sectors. And actually one with good ore. That's a nice one. And Everest, on the other hand, he has some silicon for us that we could use. This does as well, so we're fine. We have good stuff to use here to build up more sectors. And there's even more silicon in Silent Witness, which is just 2 jumps away. It should all be pretty good. And we can build up more stations if we want here. And have a way better network of resources going on. Still, we should look into trade stations at some point. Since I have no idea how they work, I hope you guys can teach me. Always prepare for war. Yes, yes. Yes, it's the Skaven way, huh? Not really. Usually I don't go to war in this game. I just want to keep the galaxy as it is because I like the galaxy as it is. I just want to murder the Xenon and now the Syndicates because, my god, the Scale Plate Pact is so annoying me, and I want to get rid of it very soon. But we need to go further into the mission, so I don't need them for sure anymore. I'm gonna head to bed now as well, Red Harvest. Let me just finish the part. Thank you all for watching, as I said. Leave me a like if you liked, submit if you haven't, follow me on Twitch, and come to a Discord. Really helps, and it's a fun way of getting in contact. And if you go into the Discord, you can also see when the next stream appears very early. You know, more earlier than anything else. So, I wait you there, and I see you next time. Bloop bloop, and bye-bye, everyone.